Good afternoon, music world. John here from What's Spinning. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm here today to chat about this latest record from the new Pornographers. It's called The Former Sight of, a legendary Canadian power pop group and one of my all-time favorite bands, the new Pornographers. They've been at it since the early 2000s, dropping classics like Mass Romantic. It's a debut that still feels very electric. The triple threat songwriting trio of Nico Case, AC Newman, and Dan Behar was just awesome at the time. Endless hooks, bright melodies, that feel-good vibe. They continued on with albums like Electric Version and Twin Cinema, epic records that got me interested in diving deeper into power pop, but also just got me into indie rock in general. Now, I will say this, I've never been a Challengers guy. I feel like the album is easily one of their worst. But they did bounce back with a couple of late career great ones. Together might be my favorite new Pornographers record. Brill Bruisers I've always thought was really underrated and just a great joyful record. Even Whiteout Conditions, while not as consistent, had some incredible tracks on there. But more recently, things have kind of slowed to a crawl with the band. In the Morse code of Brake Lights, I thought it was a decent record from them. It had some okay singles, but it was easily their least consistent record in ages. And Continue as Guest, their last record, did not land with me at all. As a matter of fact, I did not like the record one bit. I thought it was way too sleepy. Going into their latest record, The Former Sight of, I'm gonna be honest, I had my reservations. I didn't think the singles were anything to write home about. And I will say, in parts, this album is a nice change of pace. Like Great Princess Story, that kicks this album off. Honestly, this is just nice. I don't have a lot of bad things to say about it. It's whimsical, it's warm, it sounds like you're watching the opening credits to a classic animated movie. I love the harmonies, they just kind of melt together, and the guitar work on this track isn't bad either. I don't have a lot of bad to say about it. Spooky Action, initially, I was not feeling this as a single. I didn't even know what to do with it. But as a matter of fact, just hearing it in the context of the record, I do appreciate it a lot more. The strummed guitar is nice. The soft harmonies are pleasant too. It does have a bit of an atmosphere as well. A lot of the same stories on Votive as well. Once again, it didn't really grab me when it dropped as a single, but hearing it on the record, it's one of the better tracks here. The synths just sound so distant and alive and busy underneath this track, and I really do love the performances. Not only that, but the harmonies continue to do a lot of the heavy lifting. I mean, in parts, this is a totally fine, very mature record from the new Pornographers. And if they are going for that mature, sort of toned down, more introspective sound, there's definitely sounds of that working on this record. But man, I don't know. While nice at times, a lot of this record is just frustrating, sadly. Like pure sticker shock. This is where the identity crisis really starts to bubble up. I just feel like they don't know what they even want to be anymore. Half of this track sounds like they want to be the power pop gods that they were in the early 2000s, and the other half of this track just continues showing them wanting to take things down a peg. And the result is just so nondescript. A lot of the same thoughts on the Ballad of the Last Payphone. I don't know, man. I don't mind them slowing things down, but why does it have to be at the cost of the songwriting and the personality? This kind of just drifts along. Wish You Could See Me, I'm Killing It definitely has some, some spark to it. There are flashes here. The bluesy tone, the emotional weight in Carl's performance on this track is devastating, but it never fully grabs me. It just feels half-formed, as does The Wine Remembers the Water. It's less than 2 minutes, folks, and I couldn't tell you the first thing about it. And Calligraphy late in the record, this one hurts for another reason. I mean, this one is kind of in the Baroque pop lane, which I feel like the band could pull off. But this just sounds so dated. This is the kind of elegant indie that put me to sleep 15 years ago. Even the harmonies, which have been a major saving grace, just seem to be falling flat at this point. It's a very frustrating release that I wish had some direction to it. Now, I will say, there are some flashes of brilliance very late in the record, but outside of that, I can't, really say much about this thing. I feel like it is their worst album. But like Bonus My Tais, where was this sound all out? This track just immediately, from the get-go, feels so much different, so much more immersive and deep. The atmosphere really opens up on this track. Not only that, but Carl and Catherine Calder's harmonies on this track, honestly some of their best. And the closer to this record, The Former Sight of, this album's title track, one of the best tracks here. It's nearly 7 minutes, which, I mean, for my money, I think it's the longest track that the new Pornographers have ever penned. And honestly, it just sounds like it belongs on a much better record. There's drama, there's suspense, there's a sense of purpose, confidence as well. The band's not doing anything new, but they just repackage their sound. It's not like, you know, the new Pornographers can tone things down and get a little bit more introspective and mature without suffering and giving up their personality and what made them such an interesting band to begin with. This album just really is suffering from an identity crisis, and I wish that it would have just been built up a little differently, because there is some moments of brilliance here. But for right now, my friends, unfortunately, I'm feeling a light 5 on this record. Let me know what you all think down below. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and if you're feeling froggy, turn those notifications on, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.